Welcome to the lesson, The Business Macro Environment. Factors of business macro environment include political, economic, social, technological, environmental, and legal. Let's see impact of these factors on business. The political factors impacting on the environment include degree of government intervention, policy direction, political risk, or stability. Degree of government intervention is reflected by several ways where the government can directly affect the economic structure of an industry, such as tax or location incentives to expand capacity and demand of customers, legislation, policy aimed to promote or damage emerging industries, quotas or tariffs as entry barriers, regulations, and control competition between business. Participating in international trade associations is a trend that all countries aim to find business opportunities as well as enjoy preferential treatment for members, such as tax incentives, import and export priority policy. Changing economy can be from economic crisis, inflation, fiscal policy, and monetary policy. The legal framework in which organizations operate derives from parliamentary legislation, government regulations, treaty obligations, official regulations, and international bodies. Employees in many countries are protected by a range of laws including the following areas: termination of employment, health and safety in the workplace, recruitment, and equal opportunities. Employees are afforded to great deal of legal protection in many countries, meaning that termination of employment must be treated by great care. Reasons for termination of employment include retirement, resignation, dismissal, and redundancy. Retirement is applied when employees reach the age allowed to take leave as legislation. They can retire and enjoy the related by policy. Resignation refers the case where the employee doesn't want to continue working for some reason. At that time, the employee submits a resignation letters and the employer will decide based on the needs and aspirations of both employee and the employer. Dismissal is the act of ordering and allowing employee to leave his work. Redundancy is the state which of employee being not or no longer needed or unuseful for business for some reason. For example, employee ability not appropriate for work, business apply technology, and employee not suitable for new process. In these cases, business discuss with employee about his state and send him a termination letters. There are two types of dismissal, including wrongful dismissal and unfair dismissal. Wrongful dismissal is where the employee has been dismissed, however, the employer has breached the terms of the contract. Unfair dismissal is where the employee has been dismissed for an arbitrary reason. The onus is on the employer to prove that it was a fair dismissal. Both employees and employers have a duty to maintain health and safety standards at work. for the following reason: to meet legal obligations, to minimize the risk of accidents and litigation. Employees have duties to comply regulation over health and safety, such as to take care of themselves and others. Do not interfere with machinery, use on equipment properly, inform employer and of any potentially dangerous situations. Many employers have a health and safety policy which details represents statement of principles, detail of safety procedures, compliance with the law, instructions of equipment use, and training requirements. Organizations are affected by social and demographic factors in several ways. For example, labor force and customers. The labor market is affected by four factors, including education, birth rate or life expectancy, demand from other employers, and other sources. Education provides knowledge and skills to employees, helping them to be able to work and participate in the labor market. The overall average population of a country is directly dependent on two demographic factors such as birth rate and death rate. A birth rate and life expectancy make up the average age of people in the country. If the birth rate falls and life expectancy increases, it will lead to an overall aging of population. At that time, the labor force will down. In addition, there are some reasons influencing the labor market. For example, employees do not have demand to work, or government implements good social security policy. The stage of family life cycle will affect the type of products which can be marketed to customers. It considers factors and effect of factors such as age, marital status, career status, income, presence and absence of children. These factors rise the business manufacturing various products, implementing various advertising and communicating according to customers' characteristics to make the most sales. Nowadays, trends of health and diet is emerged leading new culture in worldwide. There have been significant changes in some countries in attitude to diet and health. People are concerned with the effect of ill health on productivity. They prefer health food, raising demand for green, organic, convenience food production, and growing supplements market. These trends also drive the business manufacturing appropriate and suitable products for customers' demands. We have just learned about the business macro environment. Have fun studying and see you in the next video.